So to catch people up who haven't listened to the podcast,
Sure.
There's this one story that I tell in it of a home video that I saw recently. And in this video, I was performing, and it was a talent show, and the crowd applauded, and I saw the look on my face, like me now saw the video's face.
Yeah.
And it was confusing because it was like not the face you would expect to someone to have who was being applauded by a crowd. There was like, right. I was like, what is it? What is that face? There was a little resentment in it, which is weird because I knew that I wanted that applause.
Yeah.
And then when they were giving it to me, I was resisting it. I was like, what's going on there? And so I've been exploring that. And I've been exploring it with therapy and just a lot of like, what is it in me that both needs affirmation and resents affirmation, or like pushes it away, that calls in the crowd and pushes it away at the same time. And I think that little impulse has played itself out in some major times and transitions in my life that have hurt me and others in unconscious ways.
The face that you saw your 15-year-old self making, was it kind of, I'm too big for this town? I know you grew up in like kind of a small Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think it was that. I think it was like, I didn't believe them. It was almost like, if you saw me, I think there was a shame underneath it. I think there was like, if you really saw me and saw maybe the mistake that I made, I'm sure I made some mistake that I was like, oh, this whole thing is shit now, like, but over the years, I've had to, because it's not a great way to live, like, especially if you spend a lot of your time making work and that for people to consume and spending time on stages where people are clapping. I've had to like figure out what's going on in there. And lately, the last several months has been just really deep work with that stuff. And this is what my latest single was about, was if I can love and myself and know that even if I made a mistake in the performance, even if there was some aspect of my work or some aspect of my knowledge that was lacking, something that didn't live up to my fullest hopes of what it would be, knowing that I have done my best, knowing that, and it sounds simple, it's like what you tell a little kid, you did your best. Yeah. But allowing myself that luxury to be human and to know that that's what I could do. And like, it's okay. And knowing that I don't applaud others for just a perfect, pristine performance. Mm-hmm. I can see a mistake somebody else makes. It doesn't mean I'm like, well, I'm not clapping. I'm not loving. I'm not going to enjoy the rest of this performance. They made a mistake. It's so harsh and ridiculous. And sometimes mistakes make it better. Sometimes I love people's mistakes. It makes the performance more human and more, right? Yeah. So like learning to do that for myself allows me to receive others' love. It allows me to then love them more. It's like opening up that block. All the love can flow all the ways more freely.